Hi guys, it's Miles here from www.immortalsupplements.com. This video follows on from the blog I wrote the other week, which got a lot of feedback about how I explained weight gain, weight loss over a weekly period and how you can adapt that to fit your lifestyle. So for today's illustration, we're going to use, Adam. Adam, due to his lean tissue mass, requires 2,000 calories a day. For example, for his energy balance to be neutral, where he's going to maintain his body weight, okay? But Adam wants to lose weight, okay? So Adam wants 2,000 calories. So let's have a look. So on a Monday, he should have 2,000 calories, okay? But what Adam actually does on a Monday, he decides to create a deficit. So on his diet, he only takes in 1,500 calories. So what we've got is 500 calories in a deficit, okay? Let's look at Tuesday. Adam does pretty well again on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, instead of 2,000 calories, he has 1,800. So we've got 1,800, 1,500, okay? Wednesday, well, Adam's meant to have 2,000 for maintenance. What Adam does on a Wednesday is slightly worse, okay? So let's just say he has 2,200. All right, so he's in a surplus of 200, okay? Thursday, he's back on track. Completely neutral, he consumes 2,000 calories, okay? Now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to illustrate most people's struggles, let's have a look at how it tends to pan out. On a Friday, we think we've done really, really well, so we reward ourselves, okay? So what happens Friday is the foods tends to be pretty good, all right? So Friday, during the daytime, till 6 p.m, we've done okay. We're tracking on for 2,000 calories. But then, Adam on a Friday gets a call from his mates. So what happens is something called the pub, all right? So the pub happens. So on Friday, Adam's had his 2,000 calories of food and liquids before he's gone to the pub. What he's actually then done is created a surplus, because he's had about 4 pints of Stella, packet of crisps, so he's had about an extra 1,000 calories up here, so he's on 3,000 Friday, all right. Saturday, well, let's just say things don't get much better. So blood sugar's all over the place, feels terrible, so he's snacking all day, low nutrient foods. So food-wise is even worse. So instead of 2,000, he's at 2,500 just from his foods. Saturday night, his mates call him again. Willpower's waning. He's out again, and what does he do? He doesn't just do 1,000 this time. He really pushes the boat out. So what he's at in total on Saturday, after his kebab on the way home and his drinks, is at 4,000 calories, which is 2,000 above that day, his actual maintenance requirements of 2,000, all right? Sunday, wakes up with a hangover, so he has a fry up. He's nearly shoveling in 800 calories in that. So instead of his 2,000 on Sunday, by the time he's had that, he's gone to the pub for a catch up with his friends to find out what he did or didn't do Saturday night. And he's found himself already at 3,500 calories. So again, so he's done 3,500. Okay, so his requirements across a week to maintain his body weight and not drop weight at 2,000 calories a day is 14,000 calories per week, okay? What he's found himself at is 1,500, 1,800, 2,200, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and 3.5. So he's at 3,300, 5,500, 7,500, 10.5, 14.5, and then he's up to 18,000 calories. So when you map it out across a week, what you find is, instead of this figure here, even though he's had a decent Monday through sort of Friday, how much actual damage by having a few beers or ciders or wine, you know, your Domino's pizza, all those things on a weekend, that 4,000 calorie excess is over a pound of pure fat he's going to put on if he doesn't, on Saturday, Sunday, Monday here, if he doesn't add in significant exercise, productive exercise, he's going to gain weight. And this is what happens, people gain that extra pound or so a week, every single week, and the weight creeps on. So 4 pounds a month is 48 pounds a year of weight just by adopting that model of weight gain. So if you're going to consume that on a weekend, we need to create more of a deficit here at the start of the week, or the best way is to not do as much damage there, and the next best way is damage control, which means that we add in things like strongman training, things like German volume training. You know, we do large metabolic cost training around these days here. So on Saturday, if he'd have come in and done some strongman training, some intervals, and some low intensity, steady state cardio on that day, which would have burnt off, let's just say 1,000 calories, he's straight away down to 3,000 calories because he's burnt off 1,000 of that 4 on top of his maintenance requirements. On Sunday, let's just say he went a walk. Later in the day when he's sobered up, he came to the gym and he did some weights. He might have, on that day, burnt off 750 calories of that damage. The day before that, if he came in and did a kettlebell session and followed that up with some spin intervals on the bike, again, we might have got off 600 calories. So quickly, you know, we've got there 2,500 calories nearly of that off, and he's nearly back to his maintenance requirements. So I want you to see how, if you're going to do the crime, you know, you've got to do the time. And if you're going to have a weekend like that, you've got to think carefully about your calorie intake during the week and adding in the exercise on these days as well to create your deficits across the week. Now I hope that makes sort of sense and you can see how a weekend can create a hell of a lot of damage to your waistline and your health if you don't do some work to get rid of it. You'll quickly put weight on and consistently put weight on. And I hope that sort of graphically draws it out how it happens. Hope that makes sense. Signing off, thanks for watching.